Chin chin. Ciao, everyone. This is Esther.
I don't know who the hell I am today, but my name tag says Alfred.
Of You, Me, and Sicily, welcome to our channel, or welcome back to our You, Me, and Sicily channel. We have a great show for you. We're going to take you shopping to one of our local supermarkets and wait till we see all the great lunch offerings they have.
You know, I'd suggest that before you go to any supermarket in Italy, or even shopping in Italy, you understand the rudiments of the metric system. You have to know the distinction between kilos and meters, okay?
Kilos and
one is
meters?
weight, one is distance, okay? When you go to a supermarket, you have to know just a little bit about weight, okay? Now, you can't learn it all, even though it's very easy to learn, but at least understand what 250 grams is, 250 gramma, 250 grams, which is roughly a half a pound, or 500 gramma, 500 grams, which is about a pound, or 1 kilo. A kilo is 2.2 pounds. So when you order your co-mates, you can say, oh, I want a half a pound. Then you're going to say, even hold up your hand. I want
Cento,
excuse me, gramma.
And that's important also to know, not only when you get your cold meats and your olives and so forth, but also in the bread place, when your fruits and vegetables. You don't just go in and say, I want 5 apples. You say, I want a kilo of apples.
Yeah.
So and also with the gelato, if you're taking gelato or granita and you're taking it to the house, they come in these little containers and you say, I want half a pound or a pound. With that in mind, take a look at our excursion to Paghi Poco. Here we are at Paghi Poco. Pay little. Over here where we enter, they usually have the Christmas panettones. Here they have the chocolate, but the one that we got from a bakery is the best. These are sort of your everyday type of panettones. Buongiorno. These guys are hard workers. So over here they have the breads, the nuts. Usually this is very seasonal, so this little display is only here for this period. And the fruit and vegetable department. Alfred, I see your cheese right here.
Okay,
Gorgonzola.
Gorgonzola, yep, that's
One.
good. You get a braised.
Here's the one with the blue cheese for your salads. All types of cheese here.
Can you get the braised?
Yeah, let me see what kind of mozzarella. Want to get some mozzarella? All right, this is the takeout area. Alfred, anything look good to you? Ooh, the S cookies.
€2.79, really low on sugar too. Really good. Want to get a whole chicken?
A whole chicken?
Or just get 4 of them?
Let's just get the thighs here, but let's see what else they have here. This is all chicken types. This is the meat section over here. Paghi Poco. Polpette, meatballs, all types of things. So now we're just waiting for the lunch guy.
Cipolla, patate, pepe.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Allora,
She's explaining what's in the tray. Oggi abbiamo che cosa?
petto di pollo. Poi abbiamo qua sono pesce spada in brodo.
Pesce spada,
Poi qua praticamente salmone, pesce spada.
salmone, pesce. Look at that caponata
Si è fatta sgaloppini funghi con funghi porcini.
with porcini mushrooms.
Poi c'è questa qua, la trippa con patate e pecorino, pepato vecchio, grattugiato.
With potatoes and onions.
Polenta koscia. Polenta koscia.
No, this is actually a Neapolitan dish, as I said, and it's very popular. It's the intestines of the cows,
Yeah.
okay? And there's nice Italian sauce and there's potatoes in it. Very good.
Very, very, very good.
Basta?
See, no, look at that. She's so sweet.
Non grazie.
Try it out.
What is
Try.
this called?
Try it.
What is this
Grazie,
called?
Gioia Polenta.
No, this is what you call good polenta.
What's inside? E poi?
Poi gnocchi di patate con la sorrentina, e questi qua sono fatti trofie al ragù e cannelloni fatti al forno.
Ooh, that looks good. Except this has meat, Alfred.
No, it doesn't.
The gnocchi doesn't?
No, già me lo dai a mano.
Anyone like tripe?
Sì, ma c'è il
Looks pretty
I
good.
used to love that.
Your dad used to eat this?
Stavo volendo fare un macellaio.
All right, you guys. Which one would you guys choose from this display here? Questa pollo,
Queste cotolette di pollo.
cotelletto
Poi
de
quelli sono
pollo,
peperoni e poi ci sono quelli là sono del fagiolino.
fagiolino, right there. All right, Al, what do you think? What are you going to get?
Ragazzi, vi auguro tanti buon appetito.
Gioia, una domanda. Questo è senza carne, sì? Senza carne?
No, qua c'è la carne. Al ragù e formaggio, sì. Ma è buonissimo.
No, non posso mangiare carne queste venerdì.
Carne non ne puoi mangiare?
No.
Pesce. Pesce. Pesce.
Fish, brava. She's so
Questo
cute.
pesce spada,
Pesce spada.
buono. E questi invece sono questi qua salmone.
Salmone, but I'll make you salmone.
No, I don't want
Pesce
any of these.
spada
Okay.
impanato e anche.
Pollo alla spiedo. This one, there's organic and not organic. This one is the one we usually get. Alfred, what'd you find?
I found some from Hungarian salami, my favorite. It's actually made in Italy, but it's terrific. It's really, really
salami Hungarian style.
good. Una domanda. Posso fare una cosa per me speciale? Ok. Posso fare il mix? Oh, shit.
Oh, that's going to be a good Sunday meal, Alfred.
Yep. This is something special, okay? You got the nice little, and the gnocchis are just great. The potato ones, they're just terrific.
Oh, no.
Yep. There's my Sunday and Monday meal. That's a 2-mealer right there. Perfect. That'll be like €10. Grazie, Gioia.
Mentre sbagli di temperatura significa frigorifero e tavolo no, solo frigorifero. Domani la esci o
Ok.
domenica, però senza uscire dal frigorifero.
Okay, grazie mille.
Ma di che?
What is figurine mean?
She said to keep it in the refrigerator.
Refrigerator, of course. Grazie.
Ciao, 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 buona giornata. All right, I have to say, different days, they obviously have very different offerings, but they always look really, really good. And the day that we filmed this is Friday, and Alfred doesn't eat meat on Friday, so you ended up getting a great little polenta, huh?
Well, she gave me a sample as I was walking away. I'm not that crazy about polenta, but this polenta had beautiful cheese in the middle, and she gave me like an inch, and she let me eat it, and it was really good. So I says, okay, let me cobble together a lunch dinner because I only have one meal, lunch dinner. And I took that polenta. I got half a chunk of polenta.
Yeah.
And then we went to,
Scacciata.
and I got a broccoli scacciata with broccoli, onions, and different vegetables in it. And it was a great meal.
I have to tell you that some of the favorite things that I like from that lunch place is the caponata. They do a really good job with the caponata, with the raisins, with the celery, the eggplant, and the agrodolce, the sweet and savory. To me, their caponata is one of the best, as I mentioned. There's the Messina birra. Birra Messina.
Hello.
Hello. And more types of cheese. And here we have the olive selection. So what you do here, one second, is what you do here is you take a number, 45, and then you wait. 42. Some more Christmas goodies. Look at the Baci, Dolce Gabbana. They always have some kind of a Christmas decor. Dolce Gabbana. And here's the pasta aisles. All types of pasta. Row after row.
Oh, let me see if there's any for pasta for tomorrow. I'll get the fresh pasta for tomorrow, right?
No, we have pasta alla norma. I already took it out from the freezer. Buongiorno, 200 grammi di brie. Questa?
No, this one you're pressing.
Fresh mozzarella? No, I think that's mozzarella.
Grazie.
Mozzarella. Grazie. E poi 100 grammi di olive.
Questi li devo mettere qua.
Sì. Ok, 100 grammi di questa.
Questi li ho presi già.
Ok. E poi 100 grammi di questa verdi.
Questi?
Sì, sì. I think I want to try some of these mushrooms too. Look at that. Mix of mushrooms. Così, grazie mille. Basta così, grazie mille. Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Questo video per americani.
Sì, l'ho capito.
Vuoi dire qualcosa?
Sì, che bella signora, benvenuta in Sicilia. Ho visto lei fotografare i banconi con determinate specialità siciliane.
Certo.
Le olive sono specialità siciliane.
È vero, è vero.
I pomodori secchi.
Sì.
Ecco.
The dried tomatoes, look at that with the capers in
Sì,
there.
che si chiamano pomodori secchi.
Sì, con capperi.
Buoni.
Buoni, tutti.
Le melenzane arrostite.
Sì,
Prego, signora,
grazie mille, buona giornata.
Buona giornata anche a lei.
Signora, saluti americani.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Look at this cheese collection. All types of grated cheese. Ooh, I forgot to get the parmigiana. Ooh. 150 grammi di parmigiana.
Ma questo
That's-
lei dove lo manda?
YouTube.
Dove?
YouTube. Abbiamo un canale che chiama You, Me and Sicily. YouTube, Facebook, tutte cose siciliane. All right, this is my favorite department. Ooh, look at the bacala. It's out. Stocco bacala. Buongiorno. This guy's great. Not a huge selection today, but there you go. Hai orata? Orata, sea bass, sea bream. They're way too big for me. Troppo grande. Ma va bene, grazie, ciao. As I mentioned, I'm more of a fish person, and I was trying to get an orata, which is a sea bream, but they were huge. So I like mine about 350 grams, but those were about 500, 600 grams, way too big for me. So you know what I ended up doing?
What?
I ended up getting some kotsi, some mussels, meat mussels,
Getting back
red sauce.
Getting back to the deli counter, usually they have a baked rice with just, plain baked with the sauce and the cheese. So that's what I thought I was going to get for pasta yesterday, but they didn't have it because they change up their stuff. But I have to say that I personally like the the chicken cutlets, which are very good, but they didn't have them yesterday because they rotate.
They had chicken cutlets.
I didn't see them.
No, they had them all the way on the
Well, I wasn't
side.
looking because it was a meat type things, but the chicken cutlets are very, very good.
Very good.
And the gal is a very friendly gal.
She's so sweet.
And the guy that works from her, he's not. The guy is like, "Give me a break," and she was like shaking her head at him, like he was wrapping stuff yesterday. His hand was getting caught in the Reynolds wrap. It was ridiculous.
Then
He's not gonna last
the
long.
counter was getting dirty,
The
and
counter was dirty. She was flipping
she
out.
goes, after you dirty the counter, you have to wipe it immediately.
Yeah.
And then she turns to us and she says, "Buongiorno." She was so cute. I love that. But listen to me, back to that for a second. You know, I've talked about our Italian conversation classes that we have with my friend Stefania, which are pre-recorded YouTube videos that we send to you, and also with a PDF. And on the day that we did one of the episodes, they had baked rice and some other type of Sicilian lasagna and pasta. So take a look at this. Stefania, what's the difference between cannelloni siciliano e lasagna pasticciata?
Gli ingredienti sono uguali,
The ingredients are the same.
ma è la forma della pasta che cambia. Qui è arrotolata,
Rolled.
roll,
E poi
con ragù, besciamella e formaggio.
ragù,
Besciamella, formaggio, parmigiano grattugiato,
grated cheese,
gli stessi ingredienti della lasagna,
same ingredients as the lasagna.
ma la pasta è a strati, layers.
Layers. Lasagna is layers, and this one is
It's
rolled.
rolled.
And here's the baked rice too. That looks pretty good too, Stefania. Same ingredients except
No,
Alright, no?
qua solo pomodoro,
tomatoes.
qualche volta anche carne, e formaggio e riso.
Okay. All right, Alfred, back to the pasta.
Pasta on the pasta. Yes, go ahead.
There was that macaroni one with the meat, with the ragu,
Yeah.
and then the gnocchi, the
Yeah.
potato gnocchi. Gnocchi is pretty popular here in Sicily.
It's unbelievably different than in the States. It
How
just
is it
tastes.
different?
I don't know. It's just great. Okay, and they have all different types of gnocchis. I know I'm not normally a gnocchi eater, but what I ended up doing, as you saw in the video, I got two different types and I kind of mixed them together. She made me a special thing, and that ended up making. Well, we'll make 3 meals by the time I'm on. That's way too much for one person to eat.
The gnocchi at
Unless I'm
Piccolo
really
Mundo.
drunk.
The gnocchi at Piccolo Mundo, one of the restaurants that we go here, is great. They make it with the zucca, a pumpkin sauce.
Yeah, they do all sorts of
Really,
things.
really, really delicious.
Sometimes they have even lobster sauce. I've seen that with lobster sauce. A whole
Lobster
bunch.
sauce.
Yeah, a whole bunch of different things. I think your pal over here in Catania has got something. In Antique Sicilia, he's got something going too.
I want to know what your favorite type of pasta is. Leave me a comment in the description with any of those foods that you saw in our video. If you enjoyed them, let me know as well. Okay, now here we are in the vino department. All types of wines. And the birra. All types of beer from all over the place. Bavaria is great. Of course, Moretti. This is interesting. Desperados. Beer with tequila. Huh. All right, and over here, they started a little bit more of the Christmas displays. Look at this humongous gift basket right here. €59. All types of sweets, panettone. So you can get all of these shipped probably. Household items right here. Cleaners and so forth. This is a small little supermarket. Very, very convenient. 2 minutes from our house. Let's say 3 minutes. Potato chips. They even have Doritos. I know, it's crazy, right? They didn't have all this American stuff for a long time, and all of a sudden, there's Pringles, Doritos, but I came here for my daily supply of popcorn and pretzels. What do you guys like to snack on? These are my fun snacks. But I gotta tell you, some of these potato chips are just great.
Buongiorno. Over here they have the place where you can donate also for the poor. I'm going to drop in a few things, probably some chocolates as well.
Paghi Poco means pay little or pay less. And believe me, this stuff isn't Chinese either. This is good
Good
stuff.
local.
Really good stuff.
It's so funny. I always meet someone new, and that woman that I started talking to, well, she started talking to me. Oh, I noticed that you're filming all things Sicilian. Tell me what you're up to, and that's cool. You know, people are noticing that we're getting the word out about Sicily and all its treasures.
Well, look, try to bring out a video camera into, say, like Whole Foods or public markets or one of those other places, and you'll get your butt thrown out because they'll think it's industrial espionage. They're just panning the stuff to get pricing information. But over here, since they know Esther, they let her do whatever. She has a one of the places. It's just unbelievable what they, always. It's just great. So what else? The entrance of the Sicilian market is a statement. Okay. Now, as Esther walked in, you saw the beautiful display of the panettones and all that other stuff. Great, huh? Colorful, huh? A lot of it, right? And you really hit with all those colors and stuff. When Easter comes, it's a different type of a cake. It's a palumba cake, but it's the same beauty. And then from there, you kind of walk into the vegetable department. Now, we're not going to speak a lot about the vegetable
But
department.
before, let me just add on a little
Yeah.
bit about that you saw the fruit, the dried fruits and the nuts and the wine display that's only there for a certain
Seasonal,
period.
right.
And after Christmas, they're going to change it back up. Actually, before New Year's, they're going to have a lot of champagne, a lot of fun stuff
Yep.
for Capodanno, which is New Year's Eve. So they do a really good job enticing people to buy things through their displays. And for me, I also enjoy going there, not only because there's always something new products, new foods, new this, that, but I also enjoy chit-chatting with the locals.
Well, you know something.
And the people behind the counter.
Let's go back with that front end of the store because I used to study that when I studied business administration. I studied marketing and merchandising. Okay, and they're classic. It's classic what they do because by the time Christmas and New Year's is over, you're probably wondering what the hell do they do with all those panettones and pandoros because you just saw a mountain of them. What they do over the course of 2 or 3 weeks is they run huge clearance sales where something that's $10 today, €10 today, by the time the final sale is going to be $1.99. Okay, so by the middle of January, they've cleaned their inventory out and they've made their profit. Now,
Yeah.
when you go into the, she doesn't want to talk so much about the vegetables, but because they're not Sicilian, primarily that market has Italian products.
And
not-
foreign and EU products.
Right, EU products, which, by the way, it doesn't have to just be Sicilian. Now, their tomatoes are from Pachino. I've seen them many times, and I've purchased them there.
Yeah.
It says there's nothing wrong with it. The best tomato, right, in the world. And they change as well. And the prices are remarkably competitive. And if she buys the vegetables, especially lettuce and anything green, celery,
Then you know it's good.
then you know it's good for sure. Okay. And then finally, as you walked into that thing on the right-hand side, you saw the refrigerated section of the cheeses. Well, they have 2 different types of cheeses. They have the refrigerated section that has things like Philadelphia cream cheese, packaged stuff, and then into the fresh department by the deli, which is like ginormously beautiful.
Yeah, with
So
all
it's
the
they're
cheese
literally
displays.
each section.
They also have the prosciutto, the ham, the sausages, and all of that.
That's
but
all-
it's a great little selection for a very small supermarket.
It's, as Mrs. Brady said from the Brady Bunch, you only have one chance to make a first impression. And being in that business, the retail business that I was in with all things Sicilian, you have less than a second as that consumer is going by with her cart to make an impression, to have that consumer
Not
stop.
only that, not
And
only
it's
the displays.
very interesting how the Italians do it.
Not only the displays, but the packaging. You saw that Dolce & Gabbana Baci chocolate. That's brilliant packaging right there. I bought one for my mom.
How about when you went to the deli counter? Did you see those things that were on display? Between I'm not talking about the cheeses now. I'm talking about the other things.
Yeah, the mozzarella, the
Oh, my God.
eggplant,
Yeah.
the fungi, which is mushrooms. So they do a really good job. All right, so I showed you a little bit of the section of meats, but I like to go sometimes to the butcher that we took you to a few weeks ago, where I was looking for the lamb. But here is very good as well, because I can say to the guy, hey, we're going to need a turkey for Thanksgiving. Please have a thigh ready for me. Or when he has lamb, he's always calling me and saying, okay, Esther, we finally have lamb, because this guy loves lamb. But if I want the chicken cut certain ways, he'll also do that for me instead of just the packaged ones that we get. So I love that supermarket for those reasons. Now over to the fish place, I have to say that there's also another fish market that we go to, and that market is only fish. It's humongous. Valpesce it's called. And it's really near us, but you go in there and it's always packed. So you know the selection is great, and you know the prices are really good too. But I like this guy right here as well, because although the selection wasn't that huge today, and maybe the prices are a little bit more expensive than in other places, it's also very fresh, because the stuff just goes. You know it's not sitting there, because you go there in an hour and half of it is gone. So you know he's getting constantly fresh stuff. And again, with the prices, they're competitive. They're a little bit more expensive, but guess what? I can go into the supermarket and I have every single section covered, one stop. You know, if you've seen some of our past videos, that we can make several stops. We can go to the bread place, we can go to the butcher, we can go to the fish place, we can go to the fruit and vegetable market. But when you have a supermarket like this, and you have a time restraint maybe, for convenience sake, Paghi Poco is great for me.
You know, there's a dichotomy here, isn't there? Because on the one hand, you want to support the local merchants, and the local merchants have the individual booths, the bread guy, the fish guy, the meat guy, the vegetable guy, or you have a quality market that has a little bit of each. So we know this. So what we do is we try to spread it around as best we can. So we never buy just fish from one place or vegetables from just one place. However, we were pressed for time, and we wanted to get some video of to give you guys a good idea of what a top quality supermarket is, in my opinion. Now, there are better places. There's a place in Catania, put this on your list to go to, Cristaldi's, that's just great. There are bigger places. Super Convenience is the name of it. Is huge.
Floors,
or
two
Deco,
floors.
which is huge, or Conat Superstore, which are huge.
It's like a big warehouse.
These things have aisles and aisles and aisles of stuff that you can, buy stuff. But for us, it's less than a mile away. It has everything we need, and most importantly, Esther knows the people there. Whether it's the butcher, the gal on the deli counter, the meat. So she gets the queen's treatment.
But let me just go back to supporting locals. And we often say, hey, you know what? We haven't been to the X, Y, and Z. We need to go and support them. But by going to Paghi Poco, we're also supporting those workers, right?
Correct.
That are able to keep their jobs. And let's face it, a lot of those products are also local products. So in a way, we are supporting the small,
I hear you.
the everyday
saying.
workers.
Yep,
so
I hear what you're
that's
saying.
something definitely to consider. And even getting your wine or getting your booze. There's plenty of alcohol there. I only showed the wine and the beer, but there's also vodka there. There's also tequila. There's also Aperol. All types of liquors that, what I saw, by the way, that was new? Bailey's Irish Cream. I forgot to show you guys that. I saw Bailey's Irish Cream. First time ever that I saw that here in Sicily.
Did you notice on one of the videos that she shot, all the stuff, all the popcorn and pretzel stuff, did you see the proliferation of American brands?
I've even mentioned it in the video, Al.
Now, that's important for two reasons. Neither of them are good, okay? They're pushing the Italian brands off those shelves because of the marketing that the American companies are doing, whether it's on the internet or whatever, Lay's and so forth. That's number one. And also number two, just in my opinion, not that I eat a lot of that stuff, but it seems to me far healthier, the Italian stuff, because a lot of it's baked, it's not fried. I don't know, Esther, eats that stuff, but it tastes better, the Italian stuff.
Yeah, the potato chips, for sure, the Italian
They do,
potatoes.
right?
But I want to say one more thing about that. Alfred, you know, I'm Hungarian, and I see this also in Hungary with my cousins and my family. Everything American is popular in any country
You're right.
around the world. So it's not necessarily that the American companies are doing a better job marketing, and they don't need to do a lot of marketing jobs, because as soon as it says American or it has an American name, the Italians and people from around the world will jump to it. Stefania's daughter, Viv, she in fact messaged you, right, that she saw on TikTok Reese's Pieces and wanted to try it. Why? Because it's American.
Reese's peanut butter cups.
Reese's
Yeah,
peanut
and
butter
I brought
cup.
a big
Excuse
bag
me.
back.
Reese's peanut butter cup. Beforehand, she saw some Dunkin' Donuts mug, and she wrote me and said, "Can you please bring back a Dunkin' Donuts mug?" So it's not necessarily that, you know, the.
And we gave her a basketball
It's not
cap,
necessary.
too.
Yeah, it's not necessarily the Americans are doing such a great job marketing. It's just any product that is American is popular around the world.
Now listen to what you just said, okay? Here, the Italians have a great, love, so to speak, for all things American, and in America, it's the opposite. People are dying for all things Italian. Okay, you go and you buy an Italian tie, or you buy an Italian suit or a shirt or whatever in the United
That's right.
States, they flip out. Right, they flip out.
And for Italian foods, you know,
Italian food, they
Americans
flip out,
flip
right?
out for any kind of international food, right? So it's just the nature of humans, I guess.
The grass is always greener in the other person's yard.
That's
I
right.
really believe it, Bunny.
I want to know.
Where else we're gonna go?
Well, I had to stop by Maria's to talk to her about something about the panettones, because apparently they're flying off the shelf. Those pistachio-filled or Nutella-filled panettones, because
Did you order one?
because she's shipping them to the United States. And I had to go in there, and I was like, "Oh my God, look at this lunch special going on today." So take a peek at this.
And there's Maria again, our panettone lady, but I walked in here and I saw the food display. Holy moly. And they're doing pretty good business here. Oh, let's see what they have here. It's great to see all these people out. They've got a great display here. All types of vegetables, caponata. Wow, that looks great. Focaccia, also pizza. That looks great. The caponata looks fantastic.
You know, I have to tell you, Alfred, I was very surprised in some ways. I know it's a work day, but there were a lot of people out buying to-go foods. A lot of people obviously just finished working, or a lot of people probably were on their lunch break or something like that. But it was interesting to see a lot of Sicilians doing takeout foods.
You know what the most interesting thing of all is? This is hilarious. Everybody talks about the economy being devastated and stuff. Every time her and I go to a mall, frickin' packed. Supermarket. Packed. They're buying takeout stuff. They're sitting over there eating a $6 frickin' sandwich, right? They shrug their shoulders, and that's it.
The carts, they're always packed. I mean, it's pretty incredible.
My idols, Sicilian people. That's for sure.
All right, hope you're enjoying this video. If you are, please hit the like, share it with a friend, and make sure you subscribe to our channel. What else do you want to talk about?
Okay, I wanted to give a shout out to Tom Zappler and Mike Lamazzo for at the Sicilian Corner. They're now all over the world with, I don't know what, their podcast and all this other stuff. They had me on yesterday. I had a lot of fun, except I froze my butt off because it was like 5 o'clock here at night, and it was pitch dark, and I was on the deck, this very deck here. And I was like this, right? She had to get me
A double drink.
a double, whatever it was, VAT 69, because I was freezing my butt off.
Yeah.
But they were very nice to invite me on the show, and I want to thank those two guys. Really, and watch their programming if you possibly can.
All right. Do you want to talk something else?
The other thing I have to talk about, actually, there's a couple of brief things I want to talk about. Jennifer, my daughter, informed me that she only has 9 sets of books left.
Mm-hmm.
So if you'd like to order a set of book, they're $19, including shipping, and they're going out real quick. I guarantee you that they'll get there before Christmas. If you do the math, that's like cheap money. You can kill 3 birds with 1 stone. It's a great stocking stuffer. And also the T-shirts, which, by the way, we're getting rave reviews about.
The
colors.
hats, the T-shirts, the long sleeve shirts, very good.
Yep.
So we still have several of those available. And the other big news is that we used to have these mugs, and we're going to get some new mugs as well. Not exactly with this design, but a little bit of a different design. And the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is now we are doing sponsors for 2022. So I want to thank everyone who sponsored our videos in 2020 and 2021. We did a lot of ancestral home videos. You can find those at Explore Sicily on our playlist here on YouTube. So we're starting again. We're going to start doing ancestral home videos, going to your family's home where we feature the place. If you have family there, we'll also find them, or if there's a business there, we'll feature them. And we'll include your name at the end of each one of our videos as a sponsor.
Yep.
And we're also looking for business sponsor. If you want to take your business to the next level, perhaps, I want to get the word out there. We've got great views on our YouTube, on our Facebook, and if you want to get a little bit more of a play on your business, we're also looking for business sponsors. So message me or message Alfredo.
I'm of the school of thought that every bean fills the bag. And if you look at any of our videos, at the end of them when the credits are, you'll see a big long list of people who have donated to us, okay? And it's not an awful lot of money. We'd like to see your name on that list because now we're starting again. And this is the money that comes in that enables us to pay for the over-the-road expenses and the production expenses necessary to continue to bring you high quality, I think it's high quality, videos.
Not only a day in the life, but also we travel all over the island to bring you some sights and sounds in case you or a loved one can't make it over here. We'll bring you Sicily to your room wherever you are around the world.
Please, if you were a sponsor last year, okay, one of our friends, 10,000 friends that we have, send Esther and myself a message, but if you send it to Esther, it'd be probably more efficient. Let her know that you intend to be a sponsor, and it's the same money. It's like $100 to be a contributor or whatever she has it, and she'll tell you how to do it, and that's it. If you want to be a individual segment sponsor,
that's a little different.
That's a little bit different. In other words, if you want us to go to your ancestral town, then you've got obviously more expenses. Or if you want to be a program sponsor, okay, brought to you by blah, 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 store, whatever. We would love to have some of those, okay? The more that we get, the bigger we can become in terms of offering to you better quality programming in 2022. But I want to thank you for all the stuff that you guys have done for us.
We appreciate every single person that watches our videos, comments. We love to hear your comments, your opinions. On that note, thank you so much for watching this video. And do you have one last thing?
Saberdiga, grazie mille. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. See you on another episode. Ciao.